So hey everyone, I thought since a few of you were asking about leaves a while ago and how to do leaves, and since I'm working on backlit leaves at the moment with this image and the flowers in the book Dagdrommar by Karlzon, I just thought maybe I'd take this opportunity to go and show you how I do those. We'll start by working on these leaves. I have started outlining them with my medium green because that's the colour I start with. Then I go and add in this green's a grass green. Then I go and add in a apple green, and then depending if it's in a more lit up area, I've added in a bit of a Spanish orange and then gone over it with the apple green, like in this leaf here. And then I go and add a dark green on top to bring out the veins, because when the leaves are backlit, normally you can see all the veins. Hence why I'm trying to, I guess, highlight the veins, particularly in these ones. This one here has been backlit, but because it's going a bit towards the darker edge, I have left it a bit greener there. But whereas if you come down here, you can see the whole leaf has been done with the green because it's in this darker area, so it won't be backlit like that one. But yes, so I'll just start, I guess. I do try to keep my hand off the page as much as possible, just because it's sometimes starts rubbing the colour off, which I don't really want, and I have to touch it up. Also, if you see shiny paper, shiny stuff next to it, that's because I use Glad Wrap in between the pages to stop the colour from rubbing off. I've found it to be the most effective at preventing colour loss when I'm colouring other pages, so I use that. Materials I've used is black Uniball Signo gel pen, 0.7mm for the black background. For the main background / leaves / flowers, I'm using Prismacolors. For the silver spots you see around it, I've used silver gel pen. And yes, the colours I'm going to be using is grass green in Prismacolor, dark green, that's the final layer I put around it, apple green, sorry it's not focusing the best, and Spanish orange. You'll have to excuse my lighting, it's not necessarily the best that you can get, and the camera doesn't seem to want to focus at the moment. But yeah, so I'll just get started on one, and I hope this will help those of you out that were wondering about this. So I'll probably start with this leaf here. What I'm going to do, because I haven't fully outlined it yet, I'm going to go in with my grass green again, and I have it outlined it, but I just want to do a light layer to make it look a little more blended around each area. So that works. This will probably be part backlit, part not, because of the depth and where the colours go. So it'll show you a bit of shading with the leaves as well. I'm still using my mobile to do this because I don't have my new PC yet, and my camera still only does 8 minutes. This allows a little more than 8 minutes, so that then sometimes the PC I've got loaned, it doesn't like working with the camera videos and flips them the wrong way, so I'm hoping this will work out. Anyway, yeah. So, as you can see, I'm just slowly outlining that a little more. Trying to keep my hand out of the way. Sorry, I like to listen to music in the background whilst I'm doing this. It'll be interesting to test things like these eventually with other pencils when I get them, or with even tints when I get them one day. So there we've gone and done that. Now what we'll go in with is the apple green. And we're going to bring the apple green in these areas here. I will do more sort of, I guess, layering slash depth to the colours that are there. I'm just putting in these basic colours first to work out where things need to go and the light sources and stuff. This is my first time trying backlit lighting on the plants, so I'm hoping it works out. And also, why I'm putting a bit of light apple green around where I've done the first overlapping layer is because I'm trying to, I guess, allow it to blend in a little more when I go back over the layers again and try incorporating them all in together. But really my main object of this is to have the veins stand out like you'd see in any typical backlit plant on a sunny day, or when sunset's happening, as I've got depicted in my image. Now I'm moving to the next side. So as you can see, I'm layering the apple green in, but I'm also trying to incorporate things for the next layer when I blend it. I'm also trying to remember and think about the light sources as I go, because otherwise I tend to, I guess, mess it up, which I've had happen on many occasions. It took me a while to actually work out how to do the light sourcing. So there's the apple green in now. So now I'm going to go and add in a bit of Spanish orange into where these slightly lighter areas are. So as you can see, it won't all be down towards this lower area because it's quite dark there. So we just more want this upper area here. So yeah, and because this lower area is dark, I probably will leave that and just fill that in with the apple green. Now I'm going to go and fill these bits in with the apple green, and when I go and do the final layers, I will go and add, I'd say, a bit of apple green over the Spanish orange, just to, so it's not quite so bright, so it looks more like a leaf colour. That's the next step after I finish this. So I've got to go and finish filling in these blank areas. And now what I do, I'm going to go back in with my grass green, and I'm going to go and deepen up these, start deepening up the colour depths and areas where things are, just to start bringing all the colours together properly. So as you can see, I'm now starting to try and bring the colour depths out in these colours. Now I'm going to go back in with the apple green. We're going to deepen up the apple green, and we're also going to lightly shade a bit of apple green over the Spanish orange to just blend it in with the leaf a bit more. Now we're doing the darker areas. We're just adding in more apple green into them. And I'm just going to go on, once this is done, just use a bit more of the grass green and just soften up some of those edges a little. Just because you don't want, even though it's the veins, you're going to create the last of the veins look with the last colour, the dark green. We don't want too obvious lines. Although you do want a few lines because of the veins texture. Now I'm going to go in with my dark green and just highlight these veins a bit and go around the edge of the leaf just to create that extra depth of colour and bring out the veins / sections of the leaf a little more. And what I'm doing now with the dark green was what I did with the grass green at the beginning. She didn't see that step. You can see how it's just bringing out those veins more like you want. With the backlit leaves. And that there is how I do backlit leaf. So I hope this helps. As you can see now, we've got a few starting from darkest to dark / light / more light with the different variations of the backlit leaves. So I really hope this helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye.